What is the distance formula? Online Math Tutors presents What is the distance formula? We'll begin with the Pythagorean theorem. We'll use the Pythagorean theorem to write the distance formula. We'll use a distance formula to find the formula for a circle, and we'll use it as well to find out if three given points on the Cartesian coordinate plane define a right triangle. Let's begin with the Pythagorean theorem. The Pythagorean theorem states that the square on the hypotenuse of a right triangle is equal to the sum of the squares of the other two sides. A squared plus b squared equals c squared. A is the opposite side. B is the adjacent side of the angle theta in this diagram, and c is the hypotenuse. A squared plus b squared equals c squared. We'll use the Pythagorean theorem to write the distance formula. We start by writing the theorem in the reverse order. Instead of a squared plus b squared equals c squared, we write it as c squared equals a squared plus b squared. We'll replace c with d. The d is the length of the line between the 2 points that make the hypotenuse of the right triangle. A is the length of the horizontal side, and b is the length of the vertical side. So replacing c with d and a with x2 minus x1, the horizontal distance, and b with y2 minus y1, the vertical distance, we come up with the distance formula. D equals the square root of x2 minus x1 in brackets to be squared plus y2 minus y1 in brackets to be squared. Now we'll use the distance formula to write the equation of a circle. The radius r is the distance from the center of the circle to a point on the circumference of the circle. The center of the circle is the point HK. The point on the circumference is xy. Using the distance formula, we replace the d with the r, and our 2 points are xy and hk. So x minus h in brackets to be squared plus y minus k in brackets to be squared. Now we'll try and find the equation of a circle when we know the center and 1 point on the circumference. So we're given the center as 3, 4 and the point 0, 0. We have the h and the k, but we need to find the radius. We use the distance formula to find the radius, because the radius is the distance from the center to the point on the circle. Filling in the values for those 2 points, we come up with r equals the square root of 25, which is equal to 5. Now we have r, and we have hk equal to 3, 4. So we can fill in the formula for a circle and write the equation. Here is the circle formula, and we know the h and the k and the r. So we come up with the equation x minus 3 in brackets to be squared plus y minus 4 in brackets to be squared equals 25. Now we'll use the distance formula to find out if the 3 given points define a right triangle. We're given 3 points, A, B and C. We need to find the distance between each pair of points. The distance between A and B is a distance of 4. We're using the distance formula here to find the difference between A and C. That distance for AC is 3. And the third side of the triangle is BC, and the distance for BC is equal to 5. The Pythagorean theorem stated that if the square on the longest side is equal to the sum of the squares of the other two sides, the triangle is a right triangle. BC is the longest side, so we have to prove that 5 squared equals 3 squared plus 4 squared, and it does. 25 equals 25. So we know that the 3 given points define a right triangle. What is the distance formula? We hope that you can answer that question now. Learn more on online math tutors. Go to www.onlinematthtutors.org. This video was created by Lucy Resources, April 2012.